Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 2 of the Revitalize Community Open Cup. I am Fuelmaker, and I'm so excited to be the host of today's tournament. We have some exciting games of Overwatch planned today. Our first game of the day is going to be the KU Jacksonville Seahawks versus Texas United. It should be an amazing game. We've already seen the Seahawks play, and they put on a very good performance. We're currently right now in the losers bracket, so we should be expecting to see an amazing game. If we go over to we're gonna try to look at the bracket right now because we had an amazing first day of tournament yesterday. Upper bracket, we've already got some dominant top 8 teams. We're looking at Violets, Baby Girls, and which is going to be the second streamed game today, as well as I guess Dwarf. We had three top teams that are still in the upper bracket right now, as of right now. So Violets, Baby Girls, and as well as Dwarf Digging. And then if we go down to the losers bracket, we're still looking at a couple different things here. We've got Texas United versus KU Jacksonville Seahawks, which is the game we're about to watch right now. And some of the other teams haven't really finalized who they're going to be playing, but we should get that finalized within the next couple hours, and we'll see how this tournament keeps going. And now we have some exciting news just within the Revitalize org. So let's throw it over to that to see some little goodies you can might be able to get yourself. So, yep, that was it. You can go right over to that link you saw on the screen to get your very own Revitalize merch today. And that time is upon us, folks. It's time for some good old-fashioned Overwatch 2. I'm going to throw it over to our casters, J-Star and Mint, who are going to take us in the way for the rest of this game.
Hello, Overwatch fans. It is me, J-Star, tonight, joined along my great friend, Mint. How are we doing tonight, Mint?
Absolutely fantastic, J-Star. I'm ready. I'm really excited to see some Overwatch gameplay today.
Yes, sir. We're looking at two very exciting teams here, Texas United and KU Jacksonville Seahawks. Looking at some bracketology here. How are we feeling with the first map potentially being Lijiang Tower?
So in terms of Lijiang Tower, it is very, very important to take a lot of space very early on Lijiang Tower and to take the lead first, as we all know, as how control works. It really depends on the comp that each team rolls out on. So I'm really interested to see what these two teams have cooked up with, and depending on which stage of Lijiang Tower, it could be a very different type of game that we're going to see here.
Absolutely.
But we will not know until we go in, and it looks like we're about to start heading into the map right now.
Absolutely. Going into map 1 here, a lot of question marks coming out. A lot of specific comps specific to this map. The control center being a lot of Symmetra Junkrat. But unfortunately, we will not be starting there. We will be starting on Garden.
Garden here, as we are waiting for these two teams, seeing what they're going to select. 20 seconds before we see some selections here. What are you looking forward to seeing here from either of these two sides, J-Star?
I'm really looking at the comp versus comp matchup here, because there's a few things that you'll see teams run. A lot of teams will opt for a Winston Rush-esque comp with Winston Lucio, something that they can just run.
Right.
Or something like a traditional Brawl comp with a Sim, where they can teleport to point, something like that. It'll be very interesting to see what these teams roll out on. But from the looks of it, the Seahawks from UH are looking to run out on a Mercy Bastion Hanzo comp compared to the traditional Brawl. So right off the bat here, we do see the Sim teleport coming in. The Sim will be switching over to Echo, Junior Burnout. Be very interesting to see how he can deal with the Bastion, especially with a Reinhardt only as the main shield here against the Ramattra. Ramattra versus Ram is a very hard matchup to deal with. We'll see Fight 1 breaking out. Lost getting the first pick onto Looked Away. Lost getting a second onto Wild. That's the speed and tank down from the side of Texas. And this is just fight one for the side of the Seahawks.
If you're the Seahawks, you're just waiting for them to over-aggress, and Lookaway just pins straight into the back line without the rest of his team, without the support of his Kiriko and Lucio, and as Lucio then shortly follows, trying to get him in there. Ultra now building up for the side of Seahawks, halfway to that Ramattra ultimate, as we see a comp switch up from the side of Texas.
Yeah, looked away, looking to swap over to the Ramattra here. Junior Burnout is 65% to that duplication. Ooh, Vex! Unlucky series of events for him, as we are looking into fight number 2 with Seahawks down a man. Texas United, looking to push in very aggressively here. No picks have been earned for either side yet, but look away getting taken down. Dangerous HP. The Immortality Field is used by Ryan Gunsling. Vex does get back and gets one. Blunt Gecko getting another, but it is traded out. The Mercy is down for the side, but it doesn't matter. Lost gets another with the Ramattra ult, and that is fight 1 for the side of the Seahawks.
There you see the power of the Ramattra ultimate. Despite the fact that Texas get the first pick onto the Mercy, the Ramattra ultimate and Bastion combo that we saw yesterday from Seahawks, absolutely decimating the entire back line of Texas.
Absolutely. Now the ult economy is looking really in favor of Texas United here, with 4 ults compared to 3. And these are big ults from the side of Texas United here with the Dragon Strike. The window will be invested very early. The Bastion just holding down M1. May Cryo is forced very early. The Ramattra is pushing it off of this. Looked away is just forced to hold M2 on the block. The Suzu will be committed. The Blizzard and Kitsune will be invested as well. The Gecko gets 2 with the Bastion ult. But trades are coming out. The Res does come out under Ryan Gunsling. This fight's getting really, really scrappy really quick. Junior Burnout on the deck with Echo Duplication, popping the Ramattra ult. Double Ramattra ult, double the trouble, double the action. And it looks like it'll be just enough for the point flip, with 99% going to the way of Texas United.
Yeah, Jace, there's so many ults traded there, but the duplicated Ramattra ult from JR Burnout absolutely being able to combo with the other Ramattra ult from Lookaway.
That's a scary sight right there. I don't care what level of play you're at. That's scary seeing 2 Ramattra ults running at you. I don't envy Ryan Gunsling or Jello Boy in that situation whatsoever. Going into this,
be able to mix up this next fight. Unbelievable.
But Junior Burnout does get picked early, looked away, forced to pop the Nemesis form, and he's getting melted. The beat has to be invested from Wild. That is the definition of a sustain right there. The Ryan Gunsling does have to use the Immort, as he does have looked away, aggressing onto him. But the Bastion is doing so much. But the Kiriko from the side of the Seahawks does go down. Back to the Hex getting another one, and it looks like this is going to be a point flip. Unless Looked Away can stall, but unfortunately he gets taken out. Wild, though, does get back in time. It's just a matter of stall here from the side of the Seahawks. The Sombra pick from Murky does come out, but it will not matter. The point flips, and that looks like it is point number 1 going the way of Texas United. But, oh, right as I said that, the Sombra does get the point, but it will not matter. Vex the Hex going absolutely crazy on this Hanzo, killing everything in sight. He does have the Dragon Strike. He is popping the Dragon's on point, the Wrecking Ball. Looked away, it does get there, but it will not matter. He gets 2 with the Dragon Strike. I don't even think he meant to get those 2. It's just such a big AoE ult. The Wrecking Ball just spinning away on point, has to get off. Retouches, but it will not matter. Lost takes him out, and that is point 1 for the side of University. I'm sorry, for Texas United. Not Texas United. Seahawks.
I want to rewind a little bit though. That pick that Vex got onto JR Burnout, forcing Wild to use beat early. It was all downhill from there for the side of Texas United. Didn't even have to invest that Ramattra ultimate if you are Seahawks. Vex going absolutely huge with a triple kill, and now we go to Control Center.
I'm eager to see
Control Center, yes. Typically a very brawl-centric map. A lot of Symmetra Junkrat, a lot of Brawl, Rhine, Ramattra, even Zarya back in the day. But we will be seeing the side of the Seahawks sticking to their tried and true Bastion Mercy.
one win and we're back in this.
Right off the bat here, server control is very important on this map. Vax does get a lot of damage, but will be taken down by Murky right away. Texas did get that opening pick. Let's see how... Oh, but the trade does come in into Junior Burnout. Junior Burnout has been so good on this Echo, but it will not matter as he gets taken down early. The trade does come in from side of the Seahawks, but it will not matter. Look the way, getting another pick onto the Bastion, and this fight's getting really, really scrappy on point very, very fast. The Hanzo is doing so much damage here. Vex the Hex gets another one. Vex is going absolutely crazy this first map. 3 picks within this first opening fight alone, and it looks like it'll force Texas. It looks like it'll force the Seahawks out. I'm sorry.
Seahawks have control of the point. It's just a matter of sustaining these supports for the side of Seahawks, keeping Texas alive despite the aggressiveness coming out of Lost. Earthshatter online here for the side of Seahawks.
Yes, we do see the Earthshatter coming out early. The Suzu will not be in time. Blunt Gecko gets 2. Lost Gecko follows up with his own Shatter, and it will not matter. This is fight lost for the side of this is fight 1. I'm sorry, for the side of the Seahawks. We do see Junior Burnout swapping over to the Junkrat though.
Yeah, the Junkrat pick. Very interesting, trying to poke out that Bastion much more. But as I say that, he has now swapped over to the Soldier 76. Kitsune Rush coming in for Texas as well as a Blizzard. How do you counter this if you are Seahawks?
It's going to be very, very difficult, especially with the type of comp that the Seahawks are running. And compared to, we do see the Kitsune Rush implemented early here. The Blizzard will come out along, but Vex the Hex already gets the Kiriko. It doesn't matter, but big Blizzard, Murky going crazy with the Blizzard Kitsune combo. But Lost is already trading, and this fight's looking really, really even on point here. The Reinhardt going absolutely crazy for the side of the Seahawks, looking to get another key. Lost is popping off, gets another key. Lost!
The pocket
Lost going absolutely crazy. Looking to get another one. The Maycrow does stop him from going in, but he does have an Earth Shatter here that he could use at any point in time. He threw 2 on the ground. The Immort comes in to save him. He has all the reinforcements he could ever need. He gets another 2. Lost is an absolute demon. He is the complete opposite of Lost at this point. He's making the other team look lost. Looked away though. Does invest the ultimate here. 93% for the side of the Jayhawks. For the Seahawks, I'm sorry. The Montreal is invested from Looked Away. 99% for the side of the Seahawks here. Still Lost the way, just swinging away on the Reinhardt, putting hammers into skulls. And this has been a dominant performance from Lost right here. We do see some stall picks, stall presence coming out here. The Wrecking Ball is on point by Looked Away, just trying to spin, trying to buy his team some time. But Blunter Gecko will be confirming these kills, and it is just Looked Away on ball, stuck to stall. The Visor does come out. The Visor gets instantly shut down by who else will besides Lost? Lost is going crazy on the big Reinhardt with the shield. He has another Earth Shatter. That's insane.
Dominance. Utter dominance is what I would call that, J-Star.
Absolutely. The energy, the aggression, just sheer WM1 playstyle, reminiscent of the old Overwatch 1 GOATS days, is insane. A very big Reinhardt performance here from Lost, man.
I wonder if we will continue to see that as our next map is coming up just next. Stay tuned. We will see you in map 2.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the W halftime analysis. Go to w.gg and use the code Revitalize at checkout for 10% off your order. So we're seeing a great first map from both the Seahawks and Texas United here. Seahawks are opting for way more of this Bastion-centered strategy where they just basically play around their Bastion, play for that turret form, and just go to town with it. They're doing a really good job, especially their supports on the side of the BAP and that Mercy, just keeping up this Bastion whenever they're not using turret form. Even when they are using turret form, just allowing them to get the maximum potential out of that cooldown. As well as even when the Bastion's not alive, we see the Reinhardt of Lost just going absolutely crazy. And that's not to even discredit what Texas United is doing on the other side. They're playing another brawl-centric comp, which Lijiang Towers does tend to lend to as a map. But we'll see what happens as we're going into a hybrid map next. It looks like King's Row is actually the next map we're going to be playing. And that is the definition of brawl map. We're looking to see some Reinhardt, some Baptiste, maybe some Lucio they try to go in. So what I actually want to try to see Texas United doing to try to shut down this Bastion comp is taking a little bit more time before going in, waiting out that turret cooldown, trying to understand what key things they need to be looking for to win these team fights. And that is just waiting out that turret form. If they can save their own cooldowns while waiting to bait out the Seahawks cooldowns, they'll be able to just rush on with a good Lucio speed and brawl form and just keep going. All right. Well, it looks like our teams are ready. Let's see if the each of these teams continues to play how they're going to play, or if they're going to make adaptations. So I'm sending it back to J-Star and Mint, and let's get right into it.
Welcome back, Overwatch fans. Getting into map 2 here. King's Row, Mint. This has to be the cult classic map of Overwatch.
The tale is old as time. King's Row and Rush compositions. What are we going to see here from these two teams?
Absolutely. I would not be shocked if we saw Texas United bring out that Bastion comp once again. That Bastion comp has been serving them very, very well, especially with Jello Boy on that Mercy. Jello Boy having some really big impact between reses, just healing in general, the damage boost onto both DPS, allowing just the DPS to go absolutely crazy. I
agree there. As I'm expecting to see that Bastion comp again here from Seahawks. Looking around, and that's exactly what I'm seeing here.
Well, this time a little bit of a different adaptation here. Instead of opting for the Ramatra, they're opting for the Sigma.
Looking like they are going to run out on that Sigma. They're definitely wanting to play a poke style. They're going to let Texas try and take some space here and see if their Bastion can just overwhelm the damage and overwhelm all those shields coming out from this Ramatra.
I still do think it is very interesting that the side of Texas United is still opting to run this Kiriko over a Baptiste.
We'll see how it works out, but 3, 2, 1, we're going in. Let's see what these two teams do here.
Nothing right off the bat here. Usually you could see a Widowmaker go for the early window shot, but nothing right off the bat. We will see Texas United and look the way, leading the way. Nothing early. They do see that Jello Boy is on the Bastion, interesting enough. A little bit of a switch here. Jello Boy was playing the Mercy that last map, but we will be seeing just the poke phase, the poke and prod, the push and pull of these two comps waging a war. The Nemesis form is forced out by Lost onto Look the Way. Nothing yet, though. The Suzu is invested. That's a big cooldown. But Jello Boy getting a pick onto Murky right away. That is a lot of the space creation for the side of Texas United down and out of the way right off the beginning. And it looks like that's going to be fight called right there. But going into the second fight here, Lost Dovo team is fairly close to the Sigma, 75% already. That's probably going to be the first ult they have online unless Jello Boy can start mowing people down with the Bastion turret form. And turret form will be invested early. The Ramatra from Look Away forced to hold M2. The Suzu will be committed. Sentry Bomb coming out, getting little no value, but the Flux will be invested. That is 4 in the air. That is a huge gravitic Flux. No picks come off of it, though. And it is just a fight stabilization at this point. Lost Dovo team seem to be caught in a little bit of a predicament here. Murky is taking dangerously low. Almost had that Blizzard. Will not be able to use it, though, but the Sim Beam coming out big here. Vex the Hex, though, is making this a competitive fight. Vex the Hex, the beat will be committed from Wild, but this looks like it is fight over into the way of Texas United.
Texas just looking to weather the storm, but they still have not finished up on the point yet.
No, they have not. The contest is coming out from Lost. The Bastional and the Amplification Matrix will be invested. The Symmetra Wall will also be invested. Wild goes on. Both supports down. Vex the Hex going absolutely crazy on this Hanzo tonight. That is another pick. He got 3. That should be fight over in point 1 for the side of Texas United here. But right as I say that, the fight is getting really scrappy on point. The Blizzard has to be invested. That's 3 in the Blizzard. Can Murky follow up with this? Murky gets 1. But will be taken down immediately by who other than Vex the Hex. Vex going absolutely insane here as the Seahawks do manage to hold on to this point.
Vex, you've got to be kidding me with that. An absolutely amazing performance as well from Baba. Keeping Lost up, getting the res back on right after the Wild committed the sound barrier, and keeping the point just to a tick and a half.
That was the definition of a scrappy fight right there. Only a tick and a half gain with 10 ults invested, 9 ults, I'm sorry, from both sides. And we're looking at
the Kitsune
more
Rush could be a
ults.
difference maker, though.
Kitsune Rush, yes, increased cooldowns, increased movement speed. We will be seeing a interesting rotation here from the side of Texas United, opting to go inside, taking the road less traveled by. The Kitsune Rush will be invested, but it will not matter. Wasp does get taken down really along with the Gravitic Flux, and that's just fight over. That's your tank and only a lot of source of healing down. The Reaper, though, from Junior Burnout is going into the backline, but it will not matter as Murky is stuck here with no other option but to reset. Maybe they get out. Maybe they don't. Fight over anyway.
Behind enemy lines. Look at here. Trying to get out. They know he's there. Once your Kiriko gets picked, that's fight done. Nothing you can do there. The Grid of Flux on top as well as the Valkyrie from Baba. Can they even get a point touch here?
There's 10 seconds. There goes Ryan Gunsling. That's the Baptiste down right away. That's a huge source of healing out of the way. But they still do have to... Junior Burnout is getting the Mercy. That's both healers down. Junior Burnout getting a third. Texas United does look like they are going to be able to cap the point in overtime.
The Reaper pick. You don't see it as much these days, but it does pay off. As they finally get that point capture, as well as an ultimate advantage. A comp switch up here. As we look at a Reinhardt coming out from Lost yet again.
Lost, so dominant on that Reinhardt in map number 1. The Torbjorn coming out from Vex the Hex. Interesting pick here. Still not opting to run a Lucio, though. They are opting to keep this Mercy.
What do you feel about the Torbjorn pick here? What do you know? What do you know about
Torbjorn,
the Torb?
very good of denying the flankers, denying a potential flank from Junior Burnout if he does not opt to play that frontline style. But I don't know if the Torbjorn pick will even pay off here because Murky does have that Blizzard along with the beat. The Blizzard is invested early. Does he catch anybody out? He catches 1. He catches the Bastion and the Mercy. That is the Bastion and the Mercy. Vex the Hex getting another, but the Blossom getting 3. Big Blossom from Junior Burnout here. And it looks like that this is fight over for the side of the Seahawks.
3 ults committed for Seahawks there, both DPS as well as their tank ult. All they have is Sound Barrier, 80% to a Kitsune Rush. Will they be able to cap the point, or are they going to be able to get a point touch here on the side of Seahawks?
Ryan Gunsling does have that amplification matrix. Man, oh boy, he goes down early. It won't matter. He won't be able to use it. You can't use it if you're not alive. That's a big pick. And Lost is going down on the right heart as well. It's just the Bastion and Torb stuck in no man's land almost. And it will be point cap for Texas United. Junior Burnout is just holding the W key. So much high burst damage coming out for that Reaper. And that's
Reaper
another point.
Eviscerating Lost, splitting him off from his backline. Unbelievable.
Lost does have that Earth Shatter. He got it very, very quickly here. Ryan Gunsling does have that amplification matrix along with the Torbjorn Molten Core and almost that Valkyrie from Baba. But you have a beat to counter it. The amplification matrix will be invested early here, trying to force out cooldowns, trying to get a pick. Some people taking down dangerously low HP, but no picks are actually confirmed off of it. Look the way does invest the Nemesis form, and we're just looking at a push and pull. The Kitsune Rush does come out though. The Molten Core in response. Nothing else lost. With the Shatter, the beat will be invested to keep Look the way up. They do lose Junior Burnout in the process though. This fight's getting really scrappy, really fast. Vex the Hex, another big pig. That's both DPS down. The Ramacho will be invested. I don't know if it'll matter though. Vex the Hex getting another. Vex going absolutely crazy. It doesn't matter what he's on. He's shutting them down, and it is lights out for Texas United.
Vex making heads roll here. They finally managed to get their foot into the door. Seahawks now trying to hold them. There's a minute to go here for Texas. All they have to work with is a Blizzard.
They almost have that Mayblade combo.
Advantage, though.
They almost have that Mayblade combo, that May Reaper combo right there. That could be a definition. That could be a point turning ultimate combo. But Jello Boy almost has that Bastional here. He's up on the high ground. He's forcing cooldowns left, right, and center. He's 95 to that Bastional. Lost 70, 80 to another Shadow. The Bastional will be invested. Will it find any value other than zoning? Lost does get split off though. That's a big amplification or big immortality coming out. Murky does throw in the male. Junior Burnout getting the pick onto Baba. Junior Burnout, both supports are down. This is looking very good for the side of Texas United, and Lost is with nothing to do but cower in the corner. The Molten Core does come out from Vex the Hex, but it's a 1v5. I don't think it matters.
This Reaper's such a nuisance in the backline, forcing attention, forcing the entire Bastional to hit his wraithing corpse.
And he has the ult as well. They do look the way does swap over to D.Va. He does get Baba. That is a big pick. The Shadow does come out, finds 3. Both supports are down. But it will not matter. Lost gets the pick onto Burnout. So that is the Reaper ult down. The Amplification Matrix will be invested from Ryan Gunsling, but look the way. He's just going crazy on this D.Va. The beat will be invested from Wild to try to keep people up, but it will not matter. The D.Va mech is already lost. Will it be too little too late? Vex the Hex is back out on the Reaper, but it looks like it is too little too late as Ryan Gunsling has the weight of the world on his shoulders with a stomp on Vex the Hex. Murky making an interesting Cassidy swap here. The D.Va almost has that swap, but the Kitsune Rush does come out, making everybody's ult charge a lot faster.
They're trying to turn this.
They are trying to turn this, absolutely. The Earth Shatter coming back only gets looked away on D.Va though. That's not the pick you need. You need to be getting more picks into the backline. Murky getting 2. Both supports are down. This Murky with a 3rd. It's just Lost on point. And he's just stuck here with the weight of the world on his shoulders. Junior Burnout. Oh, but the Jello Boy does manage to get back. But I don't think it'll matter. Murky with 4 in this closing fight. The dying seconds. In point 3 at King's Row.
Unbelievable. You cannot leave the Kiriko to just chill out in Maine with no pressure on her. The sustain is amazing and immaculate. Texas able to bring what would have been a complete first point hold all the way to capping every single point here on this King's Row.
Absolutely. Something I say all the time is better late than never, and that's exactly what happened with Texas United right there. They got it in overtime, but at least now we're forced to overtime on this map.
Win condition very much secured. Now, let's see what this defense can bring. As I want to talk about Junior Burnout. This Reaper has been an absolute nuisance this entire time as soon as he switched over, forcing so much util, so much cooldowns. He's in your walls, man. He's in your walls, J-Star. He's in the walls.
Absolutely.
He's teleporting into your back line. He's snatching up your entire support line.
Absolutely. The timings that Junior Burnout has been able to hit here. We will be seeing Vex the Hex mirror that Reaper, with Jello Boy opting to not run the Bastion, but the Sojourn.
I like this Sojourn pick here, as it gives him a lot more freedom and a lot more movement to try to get away from this Reaper and this D.Va. The Cassidy is the interesting one for me. That's going to be a lot of damage, and his nade. Oh, his nade, how much we hate it.
Absolutely. We will be seeing Wild run out on the Ana along with Ryan Gunsling coming out on the Moira. Moira a little bit of a wild card here, but we will be seeing the D.Va duel in the tank the prime of Baba. Junior Burnout, of course it's Junior Burnout. Getting an opening pick on the Baba will not matter. Big 18 coming in from Wild, but it won't matter as Vex the Hex goes down, taking out the Kiriko, and this looks like it's already fight over for this side. Ooh, Murky making this competitive. This fight is getting really scrappy again. The mech will be claimed by Murky though, and the Seahawks are just kind of chilling on point right now. The res will be coming out, reviving Ryan, and it will not matter, as it looks like Texas is opting to just reset for point number 2.
It's almost as if they're more dangerous when they're down 4v5. Does not matter how many times Junior Burnout is just chilling in a corner waiting to see your mercy. They will just run you down.
Absolutely, and we do have to remember, Lost isn't in melt. Right as I say that, he's able to get the mech back. 63% on this overclock for Jello Boy. Very overclock is such a dangerous. Oh, but Murky taking out the flanker right away. That is a pick in the flanker down. Bob getting taken dangerously up on Junior Burnout. That is 2 picks going for the side of Texas United, but Lost does make it competitive. He trades it out, gets the pick refrag onto Junior Burnout. Big anti-nade coming out from Wild though. But it will not matter. Just look away. It gets absolutely shredded. And no DM in the world can save you from all that damage. And look away. It does get taken out by Jello Boy. Jello Boy going absolutely crazy on this Sojourn. Already has the overclock.
This almost seems too simple. As ults from both sides coming out. 3 in favor of my boys over at Seahawks. The Coalescence. And sort of frowned upon these days. Used to be very big back then, as well as that damage boosted overclock coming out from Jello Boy.
Absolutely, and we will have the Diva Bomb as sort of a remech, save your life type ult. The High Noon will be invested early, gets no value as it is eaten by Lost. And this is just a poke and prod game, seeing who wants to invest next. Nothing is being invested by either side right now.
There's that call.
The Coalescence will be invested from Ryan though. The Nano Boost will be coming out on to look the way. And no picks are being traded. The Blossom from Junior Burnout getting 1 on Jello Boy. That is a big pick, as that shuts down the overclock. This fight is still being contested though. Junior Burnout with another Junior Burnout.
He is unstoppable. He is inevitable.
He is burning up right now. Junior Burnout is absolutely burning up right now.
Kicking and screaming, dragging Texas, trying to win this map.
Absolutely. And that's 2 ults invested here from both sides. We will be seeing the Kitsune Rush and the self-destruct from the side of Texas United here, but they do have to contend with another Pulse Bomb, the overclock. The Kitsune Rush does come out early here. The Diva goes in hard, looked away, but forces the Kiriko TP. Will not matter though. The Pulse Bomb coming out, the Diva Bomb is invested, but Junior Burnout with the first pick on the Jello Boy. That is a huge pick, looked away, getting onto the baby Diva. And this looks like it is fight over for the side of the Seahawks here.
Baba getting forced out on this Mercy. He's having a lot of hard times trying to find value. We have a Kiriko now on the playing field for the side of Seahawks.
Vex the Hex making an interesting echo switch here, along with the Zarya pick to probably most definitely counter this Diva from the side of from Texas United. The Zarya can be so potent though. The High Noon is online for Murky here. Let's see how they can use it here. Jello Boy taking down dangerously low again. Man, this is so close, such by a matter of few HP. The healers are on edge at all times, man. Lost is doing a lot here. The High Noon is invested, but I think it's just for zoning purposes at this point. This Graviton Surge. Lost is doing some big damage with this Zarya right now. They're feeding his bubbles really hard.
There's that OC.
Junior Burnout though, it won't matter. Junior Burnout with 2. Junior Burnout being the MVP of this round. Junior Burnout with 3 in the fight. What can't he do right now? He's unstoppable.
He may be unstoppable, but this support line, look the way, has so much faith in his and supports Wild and Wasp. It's unbelievable. Face taking a Zarya, his direct counter. Yeah, he's not even worried.
Absolutely. We'll be seeing Vex the Hex swapping over to the Hanzo once again. Probably to combo with Lost's Graviton Surge here for the good old Grav Dragon combo. Kitsune Rush is invested early here as the initiation ult here. No picks are going out in either way though. Murky taking down dangerously low. The Graviton is online. The Graviton gets 2. Will not be investing the Dragon combo, but the Diva from Looked Away is doing so much, denying so much damage. The Dragon does come out late though. The self-destruct has to be invested from Looked Away in order to just stay up. but he gets immediately taken down because Lost is just so charged up on that Zarya. The Valk is invested, interestingly enough. Lost does get hit with the anti-nade, but I don't think it matters here as the Seahawks are rolling into point number 3, and that's just the cleanup phase.
Junior Bird out despite finding Jello Boy on an island, trying to give something to his team. The Zarya beam is just too much damage.
Lost has found 3 in this little recontest here. 4. Jeez.
Lost. The Zarya
Already
beam
has
and another
graph. And another graph. That's an absolute Zarya masterclass from Lost Dovahkiin here. Absolutely insane. No swaps coming out from the side of Texas United. Sticking to this tried and true comp. Look the way we'll be switching over to Zarya though. Junior Burnout getting taken dangerously low. He will be kept alive though.
Just a Graviton Surge for the side of Seahawks. We're looking at a Kiriko, we're looking at a Kitsune Rush, we're looking at a Nano Boost, we're looking at a Deadeye.
The Graviton does come out, gets 2, forces the Suzu early. The High Noon will be used in return, getting no picks, but just as his own ult. Lost Dovahkiin is taken dangerously low. The Suzu will come out. Junior Brennan getting taken out very early from Jollo Boy though. This fight is getting really scrappy, very, very fast here. Lost Dovahkiin with another, that is both DPS down. Lost Dovahkiin doing so much work into the enemy backline. The Nano Boost will be coming out on the Jello Boy.
The damage is unbelievable.
The damage boost from Jello Boy finding 2. Can he turn this fight? He can single-handedly turn this. That's 3 for him. It's just looked away, and Baba stuck on point here. But it might be enough. Looked away.
Measure.
The Kitsune Rush looked away. Does go down to an untimely demise, but it will not matter. Is it's just wild. Locked here to stall the point out. Looked away. We'll be making it over the switch to Wrecking Ball. Lost Dovahkiin going absolutely insane. The Reaper will be invested. Only finding 1 though, but Lost Dovahkiin is just such a menace on this Zarya. Doing so much damage. The Wrecking Ball stall. Is it too little too late? When stall picks are coming in, the reinforcements are here. This could be deadly for the side of Texas here. The Graviton will be invested from Lost Dovahkiin, taking out Wild. That is a big majority of the stall taken down. It's just the Wrecking Ball left on point. Murky getting taken down. Can they finish this in overtime, or will they have time on the clock? It's so heavily contested right now. Lost Dovahkiin going absolutely insane on this Zarya. The Wrecking Ball almost has that minefield though. The minefield, if he can get it, could be a catalyst here. Lost Dovahkiin with another. Such a masterclass on this Zarya. Lost Dovahkiin going absolutely insane. Vex gets another. This is looking really good for the side of the Seahawks here. Vex getting the other, and it looks like both teams will be capping in overtime.
Questionable focus fire there, but we'll take it. They end up getting it over the line in the end, as we are going to a 3-3 even time bank to overtime.
Man, these are the games that everybody loves to watch. I don't care what rank, who you are. These are the games everybody loves, man.
It's Overwatch. Chaos inevitable. Regardless of the rank you're at, there will always be one constant, and that constant is King's Row brings out some of the best we ever see.
I do want to bring up one thing here. Lost Dovahkiin on the Zarya. Kind of hit it for the first half of the game. First 3/4 of the game almost, until about halfway through point 2 and into point 3. That Zarya from Lost Dovahkiin is on another level right now.
It also helps with the damage boost from Baba on the Mercy, as well as a high charge. You can't stop it. You really can't.
Absolutely. We will be seeing the side of Texas United up for a little bit more of a standard brawl with the Ramattra, the Baptiste, and the Cassidy. But I wonder if Junior Burnout will be sticking on this Widowmaker, or if they will be swapping over to something else, along with Wasp on that story to Kiriko pick right now.
Very much so, as we will see a Widow shot out of spawn.
Ooh, the Immortality is already used by Wild, though.
Fantastic Immortality field from Wild.
Absolutely. Immediately swaps over to the Lucio. I do like the Lucio pick here, along with the Ashe. Interesting little set of lineup here. Look the way on this Ramattra, it does have a lot of... is going to have a very hard time, but it will not matter. Jello Boy taking out Murky right away, along with that damage boost from Baba. And this fight's getting really scrappy. The Immortality field does have to be invested in order to keep...
Already 30 seconds left.
Away. 30 seconds left. This timer is getting lower and lower as we speak. Mint just poking and prodding right now, looking for any sort of opening. Vex the Hex on this Torbjorn. No space is being given. Murky's taken dangerously low. It will not matter though. Gets healed up immediately, looked away, popping that Nemesis form. 7 seconds left, 5 seconds left. Junior Burnout with a pick on Nababa. That's what they needed. Junior Burnout getting 2, Wild getting another. Junior Burnout getting 3. That's exactly what Texas United needed. Lost Overkeem does get 1 in return, but it will not matter. It looks like Texas United will be capping point number 1 in overtime here.
Hail as old as time with this team. Junior Burnout posted up on the high ground. Nothing will be able to dethrone him from up there as he gets another pick onto Baba, cracking this point open. And now 4 points of capture, and overtime begins. Here comes the card push.
The push, the most interesting part of any hybrid map. Wild will be switching off that Lucio onto the Ana though. We will be seeing Murky and Junior Burnout very close to their respective ults. The Deadeye and the Bob looked away. Does have that Ramatro. Junior Burnout though does get taken down very early. That is a huge pick. The Graviton will be coming out from Watsoviki. There's a huge Ramatro in response, but I don't think it matters. The Graviton Surge wipes house.
The ults from an absolute bank. They went to the bank. They robbed it. So many ults were built up, and they just... That archway, that is such a hard choke to get through, especially on this Kings Row overtime push. They have a long line.
But it didn't matter. And as our favorite Russian character says, fire at will, and that's exactly what Seahawks did. They unloaded into that Graviton Surge. That was set up so perfectly, capturing 4 from Lost Overkeem.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Now, there's a win con here.
Yes, we are looking at a win or lose situation still, folks. This is not a drawable situation anymore. Will we find a map 3, or will we find ourselves crowning a winner here in 2? And Vex the Hex opting for this Reaper, along with Junior Burnout, opting for the Junkrat.
This Junkrat is hit or miss. Buddy of mine, one of my best friends, he's a Junkrat one trick, and I mean, I always trusted him in this situation. Junior Burnout, with what he's been showing me so far, why not? Why not bring out the rat?
Absolutely. I do want to bring up Joel Boy has been really consistent on this Mei, getting a solid Mei walls off onto the enemy tank, splitting the whatever side attackers or defenders in half, making them make a decision. But with the timer ticking down, let's see what will happen here. Vex Hex Genji. Yes, I was just about to say that. Vex Hex does opt for the Genji swap, but it will not matter. Junior Burnout getting taken down right away. That is a big pick, but he will be taken in return. The Ana for Texas United getting taken down early, and this fight's getting really scrappy very fast, but it will not matter. The Seahawks are rolling house, and with 30 seconds left, they're capturing point number 1, but Texas United will have a chance to hold the archway.
Damage boosted Genji dash. Junior Burnout not ready for the Genji pick. Vex again coming up trumps. And now 10 seconds to go. The card is only starting to move. Ult economy pretty much down the gutter for both sides.
Absolutely, this is going to be another neutral fight here. Lost Overkeem trying to take as much space as possible. Junior Burnout gets popped. That's a big pick. The Wrecking Ball from Looked Away is on point, causing so much chaos. That's the saw they needed. That's what they needed. Murky gets another. That's posted points down from the side of thing. The Ramatro will be popped here, but it might be too little too late here. Looked Away is already 75%. Junior Burnout will be going down though. Murky getting taken out. This fight's getting scrappy. We're even here, but one side has no healing. Wild getting another pick. The minefield is almost online for Looked Away. If Looked Away can build this minefield, that could be game winning. The minefield is looking to be invested here as soon as he gets it. He has it. He pops it immediately. The Suzu is invested. The minefield is huge.
Are you kidding me? They can't touch the points.
Texas United taking map 2.
Unbelievable. How?
This is an absolutely insane game.
Into the soldier fire. That soldier with the damage increased in that most recent patch. You gotta be kidding me.
Rightfully so. Vex the Hex deserves play of the game. Oh my god. This is absolutely insane play from both sides here.
I'm at a loss for words here, J-Star. What in the world?
Well, production can confirm or deny me on this, but I'm pretty sure we get a map 3 here, man.
Oh, you don't say. That's that. Letter number time in the... Come on, let me see letter number.
Letter number. Oh, Lord.
Oh, God.
Let the memes run wild. Well, with that being
Unbelievable.
said, I'm pretty sure we will be taking a quick break here. Let the teams recover a little bit from the absolute banger of a map, and give Midnight a well-deserved couple-minute break here.
Absolutely. We will see you in just a moment.
what a game we have on our hands. Back-to-back overtime for both teams, 0 time on the clock into a C9. Oh, this is peak Overwatch. We're seeing everything we need to be seeing. And you know what? I gave some suggestions for how to counter the Bastion comp, and I'll admit, this analyst will admit when he was wrong, and the correct answer was just Junior Burnout with the Reaper in the backline. That's all they needed. Honestly, I was ignorant for not assuming so. But no, Junior Burnout just with the Reaper in the backline causing so much chaos and getting so much value out of those Hellfire shotguns. Like, I could not expect anything like the fact, but really good showing from both teams and just really good Overwatch that we're seeing here. We are going to be going into Route 66 next, so we might be seeing a little bit more of those poke comps coming out from the Seahawks, probably back to that Bastion, maybe keeping that Sigma that we saw lost on early. And they've been doing a really good job with that. So let's try to see, maybe we'll see some new comps coming out from the side of Texas United, trying to take away that high ground. Maybe we'll see some more dive. We'll see. I do look the way was very good on that wrecking ball in the Sol, so maybe he'll try to pull it out in the normal game. See how that goes. But, well, you guys don't want to hear me talking. You guys want to watch some Overwatch. So I'm going to send it back to J-Star and Mint, and let's get back into the game.
Welcome back, Overwatch fans, Revitalize community. We have an absolute banger on our hands, Mint.
That we do, my friend. That we do. Oh, man. Unbelievable.
Map 3, Route 66. Fuelmaker was touching it on the desk earlier. Different sort of play style for this map. A lot more dive, a lot more poke. A pretty steady combination of both styles that you see here. But based off of what we've seen, I don't think those sort of play styles necessarily matter to either one of those teams.
Yeah, I'm not getting my hopes up here, J-Star. I'm not getting my hopes up whatsoever. But the only way we're going to find out is if we go into the map. Taking it over from England all the way to the west coast, best coast. The beautiful canyons of Route 66. I am very, very excited to see more carnage on a map that, controversial take here, I adore Route 66 quite a bit.
Route 66, very, very, very hit or miss in this side, in the eyes of many Overwatch fans combined. But once again, though, Route 66 is one of those maps where you can kind of gel different playstyles together, right? You can gel a brawl style going into the third point. You can play a little more poke on the second. You can play a little bit more dive centric on the first. It encases everything that Overwatch has to offer, man.
It really does. And if you are so inclined in that overtime situation, God forbid we get to another one, the spawn holds with a Reinhardt. You can always do it. You can always just rectangle man your way into their spawn door. They will not go anywhere. But
absolutely.
As we wait for the teams to ready up, I myself am wondering one question.
What's that meant?
Is Junior Burnout gonna stay in my walls? Will this man ever leave?
Oh, Lord. That is a question that we are going to get answered here very soon, man. But going into this map here, once again, use code Revitalize at checkout to get 10% off your W Energy.
Absolutely phenomenal drink. Unbelievable. It does really taste good.
Mint is the biggest proponent for W I have seen so far. We are experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties here from this side of our lovely producer here. Doing a fantastic job.
All good. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. Totally not. It's okay.
Happens. Stuff happens. We are chilling here.
Yeah, it's all good.
But once again, though, I wouldn't be shocked if I saw Junior Burnout roll out on that Ashe that he showed a little bit on at the very end of King's Row.
Yes, his Ashe was, in fact, he didn't even have a mercy pocket with that Ashe. That Ashe was unbelievable. The Dynamite's forcing the Suzu from Wasp. It is a big threat here.
Absolutely. And looking at the DPS lineups here, we have been seeing the Seahawks been switching out DPS a little bit. They had Jello Boy run the DPS on King's Row. Now they will be switching them back to support. And this is the DPS lineup that we did see map 1 on Lijiang Tower with Blunt Gecko and Vex.
That is correct. Blunt Gecko back into the lineup here. As now, I think we're all squared. All good to go. And we're going to start Route 66 again. 10 seconds, assemble your heroes. Everybody, hold your breath. We still got a long way to go before we find a winner here.
Yes, we do. This, in fact, is a best of 5. So we're guaranteed 4 maps here, man.
Oh, and I'm loving what I'm seeing already. If you're watching, look the way on the Winston Overwatch, everybody. Winton, he's coming in. But 2 hit scans as well. Junior Burnout and Murky on the Ashe and Cassidy combination.
Yeah, the Wild West combination here for the DPS line. Playing that little more poke style with the Ashe and the flank denial with the Cassidy here. Which I think will be big dividends considering the fact that Vex and Blunt Gecko are on Echo and Tracer respectively.
We shall see, but Winston Overwatch, ladies and gentlemen. Route 66, we're underway.
Good old-fashioned dive here. Not too much happening in the beginning. No early hold or anything. Looked away. We'll be contesting high ground early, but immediately dropping off. That big Earls is such a contested part of this map. That gas station. Lost will be jumping up under the high ground contesting, but it is just a poke and prod game trying to build wild that nano boost here. And the Lost will be jumping up onto the high ground, just kind of poking and prodding away. Will be getting that Mercy follow-up for help, but will be jumping out eventually as Vex gets taken out early from the Cassidy. The Coach Command does come out to deny the dive. And Junior Burnout is just posted up on the high ground, just clicking away, playing aim labs right now.
Yeah, the hit scans of Texas holding the line here. What can you do right now?
Nothing much. Wild is very close to this nano boost here. Probably will be used onto Lost here, coming up very, very shortly. The counter dive will be coming out from both sides. The anti-nade onto the Winston of the... but Junior Burnout gets taken out by Vex. That is the opening pick, and it is just a poke and prod game right now. Wild taking dangerously low here. Looked away, is forced up with Vex with another. Vex with 2 this fight, and that's both DPS down for the side of Texas United. The Pulse Bomb will be invested, though. So is the Pulse Bomb. Looked away, taking down dangerously low. Does have that nano boost and the Primal Rage. The Primal Rage will come out here, going after Vex, the Hex in the air. But it will not matter as the Mercy pocket is looking like it's a little too much to handle. We'll be recommitting onto the backline, getting one. That is one of the hit scans out. We'll be chasing Murky into the backline. The Kiriko will have to use both cooldowns in order to save Murky, though, leaving the rest of the team stuck on point.
Wild to just die on point. The inevitable cap here coming for Seahawks. Point 2. Pretty much the same story. High grounds, hit scans. What more do you love? What more could you love?
Exactly. Looked away, trying to take the Saloon very early here. Having to invest that bubble pretty early. Probably, maybe not the most efficient bubble use, trying to get up on top of the Saloon. But this is just such high contested territory. Looking at for something in the backline, won't be finding anything though, as they are forced to just jump in, use a bubble to get some space. Blunt Gecko is coming up on another pulse, if I'm seeing this correctly. Junior Burnout. Junior Burnout getting the pick. That is a huge pick. The Tracer is down. A lot of dive pressure is taken out with it. Lost jumping in to contest that high ground, or jumping out, I should say. Now recommitting. Can build this Primal Rage pretty quickly here. Junior Burnout does have this high noon, along with the Bob from Murky, but Murky will be getting dove right away from Murky with the Bob from the grave. Bob getting one, and this fight's being very evenly contested here. 3 versus 3. I am sorry, and that looks like
Lost
Texas
jump away,
and it looks like the Seahawks have to get out for now.
Yeah, both your supports going down. Lost needed to jump away. He did end up surviving. Primal Rage is coming online. Almost 5 ults for the side of the Seahawks. The Seahawks. My fault. Sorry.
Absolutely, but the Kitsune Rush will be invested right away from Ryan Gunsling here. That is one of the ults that they did have. One of the 5. The counter Kitsune Primal Rage will be invested from Lost Overking. Just going ham, getting Junior Burnout. Looked away, taking dangerously low. And that is the entire backline down from the side of Texas United. And the Winston is just stuck with nowhere to go but to the grave.
Well, I mean, you press 4 Qs. There's not really much you can do there, as again lost another kill.
Absolutely.
Only now Vex with the duplication. Looked away. We got a primal and a nano on the side of Texas.
Absolutely. But look what
you're on the clock.
Look what Junior Burnout swapped to. He's back on that Reaper.
Oh baby, he's in my walls yet again. Is anybody gonna push the cart?
Back on the Reaper, guys. Cart. There we go. There we go. We just cast here, man. That's not our job to worry about, but
not anymore.
Lost Nova team will be jumping to this high ground immediately. Will be contested from looked away. Getting into the backline right away onto this Kiriko of Wild, or the Ana of Wild. I apologize. Just getting poked and prodded, Lost Nova team, trying to get a window of opportunity for Vex the Hex and Blunt Gecko to get in, but it will not matter with the Reaper being able to provide such heavy frontline pressure. That life steal. But Murky gets the final blow, and this might be fight lost before it even starts.
Resurrect.
Junior Burnout, though, did get the pick on the Blunt Gecko, and the Kiriko is getting dove here from Looked Away, but Wasp does have to use both cooldowns in to save Looked Away. This is just a stabilization here from the side of the Seahawks, trying to get angles, trying to get point presence, whatever it might be. Vex the Hex still does have this Echo Duplicate, getting taken down dangerously low. Doesn't have the Mercy quite with him quite yet. The duplication will be coming out onto Looked Away's Winston. Vex the Hex can build this Primal Rage really, really quickly. Junior Burnout too. Junior Burnout going absolutely crazy once again with this Reaper.
Pulling stuff out of the bag. Again, a 4K for Junior Burnout. I want to point out one thing. The supports, how mobile they are for the Seahawks. They are running Looked Away in circles. They can't seem to find any of the supports to get onto. It's just allowing them to sustain so long. Vex switching over to the Sojourn now.
I like this Sojourn pick because of the Cassie that Murky is bringing out, being so consistent. Looked Away does get nanoed early here. The Sleep Dart, Lost Nova team is getting absolutely shredded, and for one time, we do see Junior Burnout getting taken down early. Murky with one with the High Noon, getting traded. The Resurrection will be coming out. Murky getting taken down by the Primal Rage of Lost. Getting another one. That is 2 very important picks down. A lot of healing down with no Kiriko, but they still do have Wild up on this Ana. Murky switching over to the Tracer. Looked Away still in this Primal Rage form. And this is about to be an ult fiesta. The Kiriko will be invested here. Increased rate of fire, increased cooldown recovery is in factor here. With the Sleep Dart and Anti-Nade will be coming out on the Lost Nova team early. Lost Nova team getting taken out dangerously low. Forced to retreat. Well, I say forced to retreat, but no, it looks like they just want to stay in and hold the line. The Reaper from Burnt Gecko will be coming, or Blunt Gecko, I apologize, will be coming out. Vex the Hex does trade, but it looks like the Seahawks are cleaning up relatively nicely here, and this is looking like it's just forced to stall. Lost Nova team with another, the Reaper! Is that enough, though? We will find out here in a second. The Primal Rage is online for Lost Nova team. He can stall this out for a while with that Primal Rage and Jello Boy. They're not looking at them, but it will not matter. 3 on the board for Junior Burnout. Who else? Men.
Not quite done yet, though. Lost with a pick on a Wasp, but as I say that now, the Kiriko going down, you gotta pull out. You gotta get out of there. 30 seconds to go. Some ults are coming online for the side of Seahawks. Here is Primal Rage already. And the
early Primal Rage is invested along with the overclock. The Winston Primal Rage does get stuck here, taken down to critical HP even in the regular Winston form. Just zapping away, holding them on. Lost Nova team finds Wild.
Oh.
That is a lot of stall presence taken out, as Wild is close to that B drop. Jello Boy getting out with the Glock. The Battle Mercy. The Battle Mercy getting the pick on the Tracer of Murky. That is a big pick. Junior Burnout, though, does get taken down just mere inches away from that Death Blossom. The Winston is invested, but the mines are on point. The mines are, I'm getting deja vu to map number 2, man. But the minefield won't be getting as much value as it did on that other map. It's just Looked Away trying to stall out here. Blunt Gecko getting another pick, and it's just left to Wild to stall, but it looks like it is too little too late as 2 get invested with the Blossom, and that is another overtime cap for Texas United.
Seahawks with the cap. But
Seahawks, I apologize.
Oh, good, man. Don't worry about it. But point still stands. I would say Texas Fantastic hold, especially after what happened during point 2. I would absolutely take an overtime cap for sure. Now then, we see Texas on the attack. What do you think they're going to run out on?
It'll be interesting to see if both these teams opt to stick for that slightly more dive heavy style. I wouldn't be shocked if we saw either side make an adaptation with a potential diva switch, just to alleviate some of that pressure. But we will be seeing Dovahkiin on the Sigma and Blunt Gecko back on the Bastion.
Hello, Darkness, my old friend. A Bastion composition yet again coming on the side of Seahawks.
Usually I don't like to correct you, Mint, but Bastion Torbjorn from the side of the Seahawks here. Vex the Hex did some work on the Torbjorn, and the memes are coming out in full swing already, man.
It's dive versus poke. If you are looked away, you need to get onto this Mercy somehow, some way. The amount of reses Jello Boy is finding needs to be stopped.
Absolutely.
Double hit scan.
Once again, though, Texas United is opting for this double hit scan variant. Instead of the Ashe, they will be opting for the Soldier 76, who did recently just get buffed. But with only one real diver to take space, it's really hard to confirm kills without that second diver.
Yes, it is. Especially onto comp with so much sustain. The Overlord from the Torbjorn, rocks, Bastion form, Immortality Fields, Mercy, Guardian Angel. How are you going to get onto anything?
That's a very good question, but once again, it's just poke and prod. We do see Looked Away taking an early jump onto the gas station of Big Earls, forcing rotations out already. The Immortality Field did have to get invested, though. Vex Hex got taken down dangerously low. The Baptiste is in big danger, and Junior Burnout confirms the pick on the Ryan Gunsling. That is a lot of healing right out of the way very early, and I don't think they can res this either, men.
You say that,
the Mercy, it will not matter though. It will be getting the Mercy of Jelboy will be getting taken down early. We will be seeing Ryan Gunsling make a swap out of the Kiriko. Murky with 2. Those are 2 huge picks from Murky, but Vex trading him right back. Looked away, getting the counter pick onto Hex, dodging the rock. Very nice dodge on the rock, showing off a little bit of the movement there. And it looks like the side of Texas United are doing a really good job of dealing with the high burst and high damage of the Seahawks here.
Yeah, Texas making me eat my words already. Finding that Baptiste, who have now swapped over to Kiriko to try to get some more movement away.
Absolutely.
We go in.
Wasp does find Wasp. That is a huge pick from the side of the Seahawks here. We just see the Torb spamming away, almost with that Molten Core. Wild taken dangerously low, lost, looked away, trying to get Wild out. The Gravitic Flux is invested in Wild. Will be taking casualty. It is big. Getting 2 confirmed kills, catching 3 in it. The universe is in fact singing you lost. Let it sing.
Beautiful, beautiful way to get back into this fight. Some picks at the end of the fight by Vex end up biting Texas. But a lot of ults coming online for Texas. We've got 3 ults coming as well for Seahawks. It's going to be a clash of Qs. What do we see?
We will be seeing a potential nanovisor combination coming out here. Depending on who this nano boost goes on to, could be the determining factor in this fight. We could be seeing it.
Gotta be a nanovisor.
The nanovisor is coming out. Finds one along with Looked Away. The Sigma Slug has to be used in order to try to deny the damage. Junior Burnout. Not really only finding one off this nanovisor, but it doesn't matter. Looked Away is right there, trading it out. But the Molten Core was invested from Vex. Will Looked Away need to use this Primal Rage? Is the Suzu will be popped? Junior Burnout with another though. And this doesn't matter. The nanovisor combination is enough for Texas United to cap point number 1.
Try as you might, a Mercy in the sky, you can't dodge aimbot. Nanovisor, absolutely massive. Beautiful combination from Wild Junior Burnout. Cracks open point A for Texas. We already got a clash again here on point 2.
The Primal Rage is invested early as Blunt Gecko does pop that turret form in order to try to deny the space taking of Looked Away. The Bastion will be invested. Looking at point here, it finds Junior Burnout though. That's a huge pick. A lot of damage going off this side of Texas United, and it looks like the Seahawks have kind of weathered the storm for the time being.
This spawn hold can be very dangerous. So much space that they have to push back for, but the Diva Switch might be able to make it easier against this Bastion.
Absolutely. We'll be seeing Dovahkiin making that swap off the Sigma to the Ramatra. The hinder will be coming out onto Blunt Gecko here, but the Ramacha just holding down M1, looking for the opportunity to pop those fists, get aggressive. Murky with a pick on the Vex X, the Kitsune Rush will be invested from Lost for the counter Kitsune Rush. The Suffer, the Annihilation could be paying big dividends here, and it will be. The Annihilation so big from Lost Dovahkiin, consuming 3. And I think he made them suffer that fight, man.
What makes you say that? So much damage, the Annihilation, the Kitsune Bastion. So much damage, nothing you could do, absolutely nothing. As here we are, we have a Nano Visor again on.
We do have another visor. Yes, we do have another Nano Visor, along with Murky's Deadeye just right around the corner as well. And the Self-Destruct pretty close behind that as well. Jello Boy is kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place here with how they want to use their only ult, which is that Valkyrie. We will be seeing the early commitment from the Ramacha, that early Nemesis. The Nano Diva does come out. No Nano Visor this fight. Murky gets to pick on the Ryan Gunsling, though. Once again, this is not looking very good for the side of the Seahawks here. The Junior Burnout with another, along with Murky, and this is looking like, the Lost Dovahkiin's making something known here. This fight got really, really scrappy there for a second. It's just a Lone Reaper on the cart.
Beautiful stall coming out from Vex. He builds up to that Death Blossom again. The amount of ult combination, wild, I'm sure that was a misclick, but we will never know unless he admits it. It worked out either way, a scrappy fight, but a minute remaining. And an ult advantage coming here for Seahawks. How will Texas handle it?
That's a big Helix Rocket coming out from Junior Burnout here. We will be seeing Vex the Hex with that Death Blossom, though, but it will be interesting to see what Look the Way does because of that defense matrix here. The ability to just deny it, but it won't matter if he gets taken out of mech here. The Self-Destruct has to be invested in order to kind of recover what they have. Vex the Hex opting to not invest this Reaper ultimate quite yet. The Reaper will be coming out, finding one on the Kiriko, along with Look the Way, getting the pick on the Junior Burnout. This is 2, and this looks like it's just a reset here for the side of Texas United.
The Death Blossom value that we are seeing in this match so far has been absolutely immense. Annihilation again for Lost. They have nothing but a Kitsune Rush and a hope and a prayer. Can anybody even touch with 10 seconds to go here?
10 seconds left. The Kitsune Rush is almost online, along with Lost Dovahkiin's Annihilation here. We will be seeing Look the Way getting the touch on the Diva, but the damage is just too much. Murky gets taken down. Lost Dovahkiin going absolutely crazy. Pop Suffer, making them feel the pain. And as the Ultimate Statesman, they got annihilated.
I see what she did there. The damage immense. And again, Seahawks, they get the momentum back. They take the lead back as well as we're going to map number 4. It's 2-1.
2-1 lead now for the side of the Seahawks. We will be seeing map 4, which will be a push map.
Oh boy. Push. Yeah.
Push, everybody's favorite game mode. Still definitely some very interesting compositions. We can be seeing some interesting who knows what. And with what these teams have shown so far, who knows what we're gonna be seeing here. But for now, we will be taking a break. This break will be presented by W Energy. Use code Revitalize for 10% off your order. And with that, we shall see you guys soon.
Greetings! We got to see my favorite hero in all of Overwatch, Winston Overwatch, and y'all just got to see that link on your screen, revitalizegear.printify.me, where you can get all of your Revitalize merch, stickers, hats. I've got my Adrenaline jersey on from last season of Trank from the Revitalize org, and you too can get your own Revitalize gear. And we're still seeing another banger Overwatch map here from both Texas United and KU Jacksonville Seahawks. Like, what more could you ask for as an Overwatch fan? We're seeing some the Bash and Poke comp from the Seahawks is just a force to be reckoned with. We see Gecko coming in on this Bastion this time, and he's just absolutely shredding apart the composition. We are going to a push map next. I believe it's we're going to Esperanza next. This map is interesting because it seems like a hybrid of sorts. You can play almost anything you want. I've seen a lot of rush comps be played, a lot of dive as well. So we'll see if we actually get to see my favorite, of course, the scientist, Winston Overwatch, or if we kind of see those rush comps come back out, or maybe a hybrid of the two that Seahawks pull out, where they keep the Bastion but kind of stay on either like a Sigma or like the Ram or even the Winston again. So I'm really excited to see what comes out of these maps. A lot of people hate push maps, but personally, I see it as one of the most core Overwatch game modes where you have to be playing as a team and you have to understand how the game works in order to win these maps. And I'm very excited to see which team will be able to pull through. So with that, let's see which team actually does, and let's send it to J-Star and Mint.
Once again, Overwatch fans, we are back with map 4 in this absolute war waged by KU Jacksonville Seahawks against Texas United. We will be going to map number 4, which is Push. And as Fuel kind of hinted at on the desk, it seems to be loved and hated. Not nearly as much as 2CP once was, but still a love-hate relationship with the Overwatch community.
For sure, J-Star. I've made my feelings known before. I don't like it very much, but doesn't matter what I like. It's part of the game. It's got to be played. And as we said, Esperanza, you can play pretty much anything, as my buddy Fuel said. Adrenaline represent. Now, I'm wondering, obviously, I'm sure we're going to see the Bastion again, but do Texas have an idea? Do they have have they been cooking? In the stoppage time that we've had, are they been cooking? Do they have an idea, or are they just gonna full send and see what happens?
I think the answer to their solution is somebody by the name of Junior Burnout Mint. He has been the thorn in the Seahawks side this whole entire match. He has been the most consistent damage dealer that we have seen so far. And as the comps get unlocked here, we will be seeing the exact same comp from the side of the Seahawks that they ran on Route 66, the Torbjorn, Bastion, Ramatra, Kiriko, and Mercy. But we will be seeing a little bit of a different comp here. Is Looked Away rolls it on the Orisa.
Yes, the Orisa, the Battle Cattle, rolling out here. Overwatch 2 changed up her kit a little bit. She's had a couple of changes recent times, some tweaks here and there, but right now, not usually played.
Very, very good appointment. But first fight getting underway here. Vex the Hex setting up the turret. We will be seeing just the poke and prod battle. Junior Burnout does decide to roll it on this Genji. Not nearly as unplayable, I would say unplayable, as it used to be. Lost Over King opening, taking dangerously. The anti-nade from Wild coming out huge. Helping Looked Away take down Lost Overkeem, and Looked Away is just holding the W key. The Battle Cattle going hard in the paint. We'll be seeing Lost Overkeem swap over to the Zarya, something that he did really well with on King Zero. The Javelin does come out from Looked Away, spearing Blunt Gecko into the wall. Another spear! The spear onto the Mercy, and even harder target to hit the Mercy from Jello Boy getting taken down solo. Blunt Gecko will be swapping over to the Tracer. And already murky with this Deadeye, Junior Burnout almost with the Blade. The DPS and the tanks have actually managed to outpace the supports on the ults.
A lot of damage being done. That Javelin is dangerous, forcing a Tracer to come out from Gecko now. The Bastion's gone away. But
the Zarya
rush goes in.
The High Noon will be in response. Ryan Gunsling taking down very low from the Terra Surge. Will not be getting confirmed though, as Lost King does get hit by the Javelin. No picks are being acquired by either team right now. Both supports doing so good. The Blade coming out from Junior Bruno, but he's taken down immediately. Vax the Hex so good. The Pulse Bomb will be invested from Blunt Gecko. Only one pick in this whole entire thing, but Vax, the only two picks you need are under the tank, but the big nade coming out from Wild, but it will not matter as the side of the Seahawks are able to roll through and reclaim Timmy.
Timmy has been reclaimed. I want to point out something that you won't see in the kill feed. A beautiful save onto Vex from Ryan Gunsling, protecting him from that Dragon Blade, giving him enough healing Ofuda to let him tank another swing. Beautiful save, and the sticky bombs ended up to finish off that Junior burnout on the Genji.
Lost Novakeem does have a Graviton Surge already, and it's going to be on Look the Way to try to deny this, because they don't have a defensible that can deny it either. The Nano Boost from Wild will be coming out, the Graviton Surge will be committed, but the Orisa Fortify just says, your Graviton does not matter to me. And Look the Way is going absolutely nuts with this Nano Boost. We will be seeing Vex, though, commit the duplication. Look the Way getting taken down dangerously low. This fight's not over yet, man. Vex the Hex turning it for the side of the Seahawks with that big duplication.
Duplicated Orisa. When your tank falls, you just take over the reins. Now managing, well, they might be able to get a lead here. The hindrance coming out on the Gecko, but I think a lead might be grabbed for the side.
Junior Burnout looking like he wants to, looking like they want to contest. Junior Burnout does get there just in the nick of time, as it is just Blunt Gecko on the Tracer. Murky taking out Ryan Gunsling, forcing the rest to come in early, but in the meantime, Junior Burnout does take out the Tracer. Those are two big picks from the side of Texas United. We will be seeing a point flip here. Nobody has acquired that forward spawn either.
Texas, though, keeping their lead with ults coming online, that Graviton, or not the Graviton, excuse me, the Dragon Blade coming back again. Gecko with a pulse bomb, though. Where does he look to use it?
An attempted javelin onto the Echo in the air. Looked away, just trying to make do with this Orisa, trying to get value out of this kit against one of the strongest counters. The pulse bomb will be coming out, not finding any value. Looked away, almost with another Terra Surge, though. They will be feeding the bubbles of Lost Novakeem. The Terra Surge will be popped on point. Might be collecting one. No, nothing coming out so far. Lost Novakeem going so big into the backline, just collapsing on everybody from the side of Texas United. And the Seahawks probably look like they're going to get the forward spawn here, man.
Potentially a forward spawn here for the Seahawks. They do have a Valkyrie as well. Kitsune Rush coming online against Junior Burnout's Dragon Blade, Murky's High Noon. The lead will be in favor of Seahawks now. They might even be able to get that forward spawn as well.
Wasp.
They will.
Ooh, but they will be stopping the forward spawn. Or did they get the forward spawn? I don't know.
Forward spawn was acquired.
Forward spawn was acquired. Looked away, going into the backline. The High Noon will be committed for Murky, forcing everybody to look away. But ooh, Looked away is stuck out here.
Look away, look away.
Look away. Does have the Graviton Surge from Lost Novakeem, but will not be able to use it as Looked away. Does confirm the kill. And I think that this is fight over for the side of the Seahawks as they are forced to get out. Looked away, did a lot of work combined with Murky there. Ooh, the Javelin! Oh, that Javelin is disgusting. That's what we love to see, man.
However, that might be an absolutely crucial to get this forward spawn. 5 ults coming online. They will not have a duplication for a little while. They might even be able to get a forward spawn for themselves.
Max Hex is forced out of this fight here. The Graviton will be invested early from Lost Novakeem. The Nano Boost does come out of the Looked away, going melting, just pumping out so much damage. The Dragon Blade will also be committed. No Nano, though. Will not be finding any value right away. Forces Vexhex to use the duplication, but Blunt Gecko finding 3 on this Tracer.
As well as the duplicated Battle Cattle. All of the ults, everything they need to stop this push. Junior Burnout having to switch off the Genji to the Soldier.
Meant we have a 3-meter difference here. Potentially growing here for the side of the Seahawks, and this is now I know that they have forward spawn. Oh, they didn't before. Oh, they did. I lied. I'm sorry. I am confused. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just talk about what I see. Wasp getting taken down dangerously low. Looked away, looking to contest the car early here. Does have that Terra Surge, but it will not matter. Murky taking out Ryan Gunsling could potentially be the downfall for the side of the Seahawks here. We will be seeing Blunt Gecko get into the backline, one-clipping Murky, and I don't even think Look the Way will have a chance to use the Terra Surge. Who needs ultimate when you have a Tracer that can just one-clip everybody?
Blunter Gecko coming out on the Tracer, something we haven't seen quite yet, but they finally decided this Orisa's screwing my Bastion, throwing a Javelin into our Bastion. Let's just throw this Pocket Tracer that we somehow have managed to pull out that nobody's seen yet. Absolutely ripping the backline apart from Texas.
And this fight could be very well dictated on how Wasp uses that Suzu, because we will be seeing the black hole combo that could potentially be coming out from the side of the Seahawks. That is a big combination right there. The pulse bomb. We see the black hole absorbing everything in its path.
Now it is do or die if you're Texas. Right now, it looks improbable. It looks impossible. They're do or die. Where there's a will, there's a way. But right now, it is looking like it's all wrapped up. Timmy's still going.
Lost Overteam will be getting the trade, though. The Wrecking Ball switch from Look Away will be coming out, as we will be having the High Noon and almost the Nanovisor combo for the side of the Seahawks. Or, I'm sorry, not the Seahawks. For Texas United, but it looks like they are going to contest this. They're just feeding a Lost Overteam on this Zarya, though. So high charge, so much energy. The Bubble getting everything of that High Noon, getting everything, putting him at full energy, and he's cooking now. The Hinder will be coming out. Jello Boy will be getting taken down early by Junior Burnout. But Lost Overteam going, just holding the line. Look the Way. Look the Way and Blunter Gecko are just running amok. Vex Hex will be getting the pick on the Murky, but while counter-fragging, and the Seahawks are looking like they have to slow down a little bit, Brad, as I say that. Ryan Gunsling in the Kiriko 1v1, the Kiriko matchup will be getting the better Wasp. Another Graviton Surge for Lost Overteam here. Actually, another Black Hole combo.
Texas trying to stop the bleeding. They have some ults to work with now, but they need a reset. But they're gonna commit. Nanovisor now.
Getting one, getting the pick, getting two. Junior Burnout going big, and that might be all they need in order to stop the bleeding, stop the hemorrhaging, push this point back to at least the middle to take away this forward spawn of the Seahawks.
But if you are the Seahawks, you will absolutely take it. 60 seconds left. 3 ults online to 1 minefield. There's miracles need to happen.
Murky will be making a swap over to the Ashe. This might look like it is unwinnable for the side of Texas United, but if they can get some early picks here, some good ults, Vax trying to force something a little early, almost gets punished for it. The Graviton Surge will be used from Lost Overteam, not really finding anything. Oh, right as I say that, Blunt Gecko getting 2. That Black Hole combo being the difference maker here. Lost Overteam with the 3rd. There is a Mercy in the air. Junior Burnout is forced. 18 seconds. Is Texas United, or I'm sorry, the Seahawks have stolen Timmy.
Burnout staggering himself. Can Wild get a touch on this Lucio? 10 seconds to go now. Miracles need to happen. They stopped moving the robot.
They're not moving the cart. Man. Wild will get there just in the nick of time, though. We'll be taken down immediately, of course. Blunter Gecko getting the pick, and it's just left to Look the Way on the Wrecking Ball as the Tracer turns the attention into the backline recall force pretty early here. Will not matter. Vexa Hex does get the pick on the Look the Way, and this is looking like it is all over for the side of Texas United. Ryan Gunsling getting 2. And that is match over. Oh, not quite. Lucio does get back, but I think it's too little too late, man.
It is quite a too little too late. You'd call it anticlimactic. They ran out of gas, they ran out of steam, they ran out of time. Now, Seahawks will be moving on to the next round. And unfortunately for the side of Texas, their tournament does come to an end.
Yes, unfortunately for the side of Texas United, they are unfortunately eliminated from the tournament. We will be seeing KU Jacksonville Seahawks move on to the next round. And that was a banger of a match all around, Mint.
Phenomenal Overwatch. Unfortunately, yes, Texas do run out of gas, but they did make it competitive. This last map may not have looked it, but the rest of the series was competitive. It was a very good match. A lot of tips, a lot of turns, a lot of twists. But Seahawks hold firm, not even needing their Bastion composition on that Esperanza.
Absolutely. Now, my personal favorite part of every tournament match that we stream here and the Revitalize tournament, we get to name a player of the match, Mint. And in my humble opinion, I personally think Lost Dovahkiin deserves that title.
Lost did have quite a great match. I loved his Reinhardt map 1, that Lijiang Tower, his Reinhardt, an absolute menace to society. His Zarya was cooking. It was cooking, absolutely. The amount of charge he constantly had. Lost Dovahkiin. I do agree. I would give it to Lost Dovahkiin. A fantastic match, fantastic tank play from a Zarya to a Ramattra that he busted out, to a Reinhardt. A little bit of Winston. Didn't last very long, but there was some Winston. I would say, yeah, Lost Dovahkiin was your player of the match today. At least in our humble opinions.
Absolutely. Once again, like you were saying, Mint, it didn't matter what hero that Lost was on. They were just going off on it. And, man, it was definitely deserving of player of the match. And correct me if I'm wrong, we might be doing a player interview? I do not know.
But that's not up to us. That is up to the player and our interviewer. We're going to send it back over to them right now. That'll be it from us. Thank you for tuning into this match. We've got another one, hopefully, I believe, coming up right after this one. But this will be the last you'll be hearing of us tonight. Thank you guys for watching this match. Stay tuned. We've got an interview coming up right next.
Welcome back, everyone. What an amazing game from both KU Jacksonville Seahawks and Texas United. And here with me for an interview, I have the player of the match himself, Lost. And amazing tank gameplay from you today, sir. And I just want to ask, were there any nerves coming into this today or anything you had to overcome? Or what was your most difficulties in today's match?
I think it was just the nerves. I was pretty calm the other day, but today it was just quite different. It might be the caffeine if I think about it.
Well, you did
But,
not show it in your gameplay at all. Which map do you feel like you performed on best tonight? May I ask?
I believe my best performance, in my opinion, was Route 66.
Mm.
I've kind of iffy on the Winston. I used to love playing Winston so much, but sometimes I tunnel vision and be making dive calls and just diving in without thinking. But so far, I think I did my best and played as much as I could with Winston.
Yeah, you did amazing. Winston is one of my favorite heroes to play, and it was amazing to watch you on that character, absolutely controlling the tempo of the match. And what are your expectations for the rest of this the Revitalize Open Cup tournament, and for yourself and for your team as well going into the future?
I love playing Overwatch. I love being competitive, and I'm so happy that I'm able to participate with a diverse team that's very vocal and passionate about the same game. I have high hopes for my team to excel, even if I'm not there, and we'll hope one day that we can be in the same rank together. But,
Yeah, that's.
yes, oh, sorry. Go
You continue.
Oh, I love this whole gaming industry. I really humble, appreciative for being sports.
Yeah. And that's one of my favorite parts about Overwatch. It's just the way it brings everyone together, and you can just bond with the people that you're around and playing with as almost if you're one cohesive unit. So thank you so much, Lost. Amazing gameplay, absolutely fantastic game from y'all, and good luck in the rest of the tournament. And thank you everyone for tuning into this game. We're gonna have another game right after this. We're going to get right to y'all as to which game that is going to be. But as for now, we're going right back to the break, and we're going to have another game for y'all soon. Welcome back, everyone, and we're getting back into our second game of day 2 that's being streamed today. This game is, and sorry, before I say that, as you saw, you can still get that merch over at revitalizegear.printify.me. I'll be posting a link in the chat right now, and I guess a little bit early because of the delay. That's on me. But this next game should be a real banger. We've got University of Houston downtown, the green team versus Maze Chair. Another losers bracket banger we're gonna have on our hands. So loser goes home, folks. This is gonna be a lot of nerves on the for the tournament for both of these teams here. But before we go into the game, we're going to actually get a talk with the owner of the Revitalize org and our producer of the stream today, Tyler C. If you could just say, just to get a few words about what Revitalize is all about. So, Tyler C., why did you start the Revitalize org?
I started this org because I didn't have enough time to play games and provide a place for players to grow and like have organized play for them. So I decided to gather a few friends, get them together, and just help players grow as how they want to be.
Yeah, and that's all that Overwatch is all about. So, what is the future of Revitalize? What are your goals and hopes for this org?
I personally do not just want this org to be like just pure esports. I want it to be like a lot of fun with our community and just grow together.
Awesome. Well, that's awesome to hear. And then, of course, Revitalize is all about having fun as a group of people and just playing the things and the games we love. And so now we're going to get into the game. I'm going to throw it over to our casters, Dylun and Scrubs.
Hello, Revitalize community. Welcome back to the Tournament Cup. Here I am with Scrub, and we're going to be ready for this next match on Ilios right now. How do you feel about this match coming up? I don't know if Scrub knows, but his mic is muted right now. We just loaded into Ilios. I'm excited for this match because it is the well, and I am ready to see a lot of CC being used here from either Lucio, Roadhog, maybe Orisa. What can you expect out of here, Scrub?
I'm expecting a couple boops, to be honest. If I don't see any boops, I might be a little disappointed.
I believe that. I want to see if anybody hears Lucio one trick and breaking ankles with wall riding and whatnot, and definitely has to get a few boops in here.
Yep.
Let's see if either teams, and just like we said, there are Lucios on both teams. Interesting play with the Junker Queen. Looks like they're gonna be doing a little more of a dive with the Symmetra turrets and teleport. We got a Cassidy on one side with Winston.
Yep, and the Winston can be really strong on this map, especially with his ultimate.
Yeah, would love to see some boost from that. You rarely get to see that actually nowadays. But see, actually, Junker Queen could do a lot of things with her knife. She could get some pulls in.
Yep, that is true.
They're running Sombra right now. Maze Chair, beautiful name.
Yeah. This Sombra is going to be a very strong counter for a lot of these people here.
That's true. A lot of movement characters. Let's see if this Junker Queen can do anything for the team right now. Nothing yet. No picks at all. Slowly doing damage though. This Winston's first one to get picked off. It's going in for the Lucio running away. And wow, the Junker Queen's doing a lot right now.
Yep, that bleed damage is going to hurt them really bad.
See quite a bit from the Gators doing a bit for this first point. We have yet to see some Lucio boops. Oh, and we just see the Sombra just going for this Symmetra. Now the team's kind of staggered off. Get a trade here. We see that yes, switched off from Winston, seeing that they need a different play here with this dive composition that they have. We see that the Lucio from the Gators have switched off to Brig. Interesting switch. I guess they need to have that for the Sombra.
And looks like Zarya's going down.
Zarya actually killed herself there. That's interesting with her own damage. Looks like Gators make quick work of them again, keeping the point. Actually, sorry there. May's chair actually took point for a few seconds.
Pretty
See how
even
long
match so
Gators
far.
can hold this. That's right, but we do have ults on both sides. Could be anyone's game still.
Looks like Zarya went down pretty early, pushed up without her
Junker
team.
Queen. Right, this Junker Queen is doing really well. Zell's looking like a well-versed or a well-playing character right now. Let's see
Seems
if
like-
Mace can get the footing.
Seems like May sure doesn't want to push in right now. Backing up a little bit, trying to play for picks perhaps.
Oh, there's a Sombra ult right there. See if they can push in with that. They got the tank pick. There we go with the Genji play. Look at that for a single kill. I think Mace Chair got their footing here. Managed to kill the team. Did lose the Genji, but it was a good push. Gators do have 4 ults here, almost 5. I think they can do a lot with that.
Hoping that Zarya ult is going to be really strong to take next point.
I do have the point here, so I think they for sure can hold this if they play their cards right. Let's see if there's. You can see the Sombra scrapping in the back there. This would be a perfect time to use the ult. Just push out. Use your poke damage from the left side. Oh, that's exactly what's happening. Popping ults finally. Window barrier. Every ult being used in the game. They got Cassidy with a double ult. Oh wow, great play there.
And a
by
huge ult
Gators.
by Junker Queen, causing a lot of
Right.
damage.
Gators had a
Preventing
great
the
hold
healing.
there. They will get Brig ult too for another hold. Sadly, I've not seen much by the Mace Chair's Lucio. Was hoping to get some more boops in there. Junker
Junkrat's
Queen
playing
getting into the
really
fray.
aggressive.
On there goes another pick for Mace Chair. Mace Chair's getting a second. There's the boop we've been wanting. It's only a kill, but not really into the well.
Huge headshots by the Cassidy.
Yes. It looks like Maze will recapture that point. Mace Chair. It's a very close match already. They also still have Lucio ult. Oh, and on the Gators, they also got another Lucio.
Looks like they switched off to a Roadhog.
Hog's really good here for this because the well. Both tanks' ability to pull people in through the well. See if anyone utilizes that.
Close
See
call.
Junker Queen going in. Going down to hunt for the Roadhog. She wants some bacon for dinner. Oh, and she doesn't get it because, oh wow, the Junkrat just kills her. She went way too deep by herself. Mace Chair is really holding it down. I think they can win this point here. Yeah, Junker Queen using ult to secure another kill.
Another missed hook. I'm disappointed.
Yes, but this Junkrat just got a 4K. Great way to hold with his ult too. Lucio on Gators just held it down for a second. Oh, that's unfortunate. And there goes the first round to Mace Chair.
It's just a 1% difference. You know, it was a pretty close game.
Yeah, still really sad we didn't get to see any boops, but hopefully we get Lighthouse here. Let's see, continuation? We do.
You see some boops.
See Zell on Gators switch to Doomfist. Love to see Doomfist. You rarely see them nowadays.
Still keeping the double Lucio. No, they switched to Mercy.
No, one Lucio. Oh, God, I hate Far Mercy. They're running Far Mercy. Let's see, I guess Gators does have an answer to that with their own soldier. It's a lucky pick right there. Alright, let's see what happens the second round. Ramatcha Junker Queen fighting in the middle of the map. Ramatcha getting almost demolished. Far Mercy not doing much for their own team.
March is applying a lot of pressure on this team right now, especially on the Junker Queen.
Oh, the soldier was able to take down the Pharah Mercy, or just at least the Pharah part, and she got rezzed. They are down to support. Let's see if Gators can continue this hold. Yeah, Ramatra just got destroyed by that Cassidy, that hindering grenade. It sucks so much.
If you're not careful when you get caught by that, pretty much over.
It's a pretty busted friggin' move. And it looks like Gators will get the first few seconds of that point. Ult economy on Gators looking really good right now. Cassidy almost full. You see the soldier on high ground right now. See if we can get an extra pick on top on the supports. Going for the Mercy. Right now, switch over Matra to Sigma. Interesting player here. I do think it is going to be needed to try to take this Junker Queen out. This Junker Queen's very... Oh, and she dies on point. I was going to say she was holding her ground. And Mace Chair's enough to get 3 picks on their team. Kiriko was holding out on point. Gators did a great job. Mace Chair has this point finally. Sigma pick was a great switch over. Good counter.
The Gators dropped like flies on that point.
Exactly. I think the Gators are doing a better job right now, or at this point they're doing a better job holding after. The Reaper just does a double kill with the Death Blossom.
It's huge. Took out both their DPS there. Causing them to back up a little bit.
It's delaying their push. The Gators were a little spread out there. I don't know what happened. Miscommunication.
Huge pick on the Kiriko. And the ult comes out.
Oh, here we go. Gator with the ult. Chasing down for the hunt. Go another 4K with his teammates. Team kill.
Mage chairs go down.
That was a great push. I was surprised they were able to get that off because they just lost their 2 DPS, but they came fast enough to get another one.
Yep, the Junker Queen ult can be extremely useful.
Extremely annoying. That is very true. Let's see if Maze Chair can get their footing again with the 3 ults here. They could really get some plays here with Sigma ults and the Soldier ult. Are we gonna see it? Looks like we're getting it right here. The Soldier getting a double kill, triple. Lucio couldn't get his ult off. Got Maze Chair going for the Maze Chair. Just took another team kill, and still didn't even use the Sigma ult. That was
4
great
kills
execution.
Marzino.
Without the Sigma ult, I was really surprised he was able to get that off. I guess he did have Kiriko ult to help him out and Mercy damage boost. Let's see if Maze Chair can hold this momentum.
Both teams did end up using a lot of ults there.
Oh, speaking of Sigma ults on top, does he take down the Cassidy? The Cassidy was not able to get a pick at all. Now the scrapping on point, lost the DPS on the Gator side. Oh, it seems like Maze Chair is holding their ground, getting 3 picks now, supports and their tank. Or not the tank, right there. Maze Chair was able to hold that for a few seconds again. I don't know if, I think Gator can touch point, they can have another team fight.
Seems like switched with Tracer to try to get on point quicker.
Looks like, and the Junker Queen on Gators does have ult, see if they can touch to use it.
But Reaper's
looks like
is
Lucio
coming up soon.
almost ready, yes. They're able to touch point for a few seconds. If we can get that Junker Queen ult, which she pops off, gets Mercy. That's huge for them. This could be, oh, the Blossom comes back. He answers back with his own ult, gets a double 2.
And the
And it
triple.
looks like Mace Chair.
Lucio desperately, and he goes down instantly.
Wow, Astral there with the shutdown with his own ult to answer back to that Junker Queen. That was a close match. Mace Chair was actually able to get it back again. That was a very good match.
Beautiful play.
Zeno here.
Soldier.
Right, Zeno had a great play. He had so much. He had damage boost and speed boost, or for the attack damage. That Lucio seat gun right there, face smacked into the ground before he could even ult. That was a great execution by them.
Immediately picked off the biggest threats and just shut everything down right after that.
It was a Great way, yep. You have to kill those supports first. That was a great first match. What can you be expecting for the next one, Scrub? What do you think is gonna happen?
I don't know. Mage Chair held that down pretty well. But perhaps the Gators can come back, make a comeback on this one.
That is true. If this game is going to be best of 3, if the Gators don't win the next round, then they will be out, and Mace Chair will go on to the next games. I really do hope we can see more teamwork with Gators, because it seems like they were sometimes staggered, and that's why they're easily picked off. But we are going to be taking a break for a few just to get to the next map. Stay tuned, y'all.
Yep.
Welcome back, everybody, for that little short break. Scrub and I are back, and we are on Rialto for this next match. I really hope we can get some interesting boops here, because I'm a Lucio main, and I would love to see all these boop kills. What do you think we can get out of this next match, Scrub?
Especially on that bridge. You can see some Roadhogs, throwing some people off the edge.
That bridge is vital for first few picks. I wonder how they're going to be holding this today. Let's see. We have Maze Chair on attack, I do believe.
Yep. And I'm hoping to see maybe some snipers out here. This is a pretty good map for sniping. A lot of long range areas.
We can see some annoying Widowmakers.
See, one taps are the best.
No, I hate one taps. You be quiet there, Hanzo man.
Nah, bro. I'm ready. Man, put me in there. Put me in.
Do not. We can see the Gators are running May. I hate May for the... Oh, man, I hate May. Let's see how they run that. They have the Pharah too. This could be interesting, actually. We get some boosts from there.
See, they have the May, but other team also has the Torb.
Two equally annoying characters.
Seem to have a lot of hatred for these characters.
I really do. I'm sorry. I have a lot of bias. I hate them so much. I wish they'd taken out the game. But let's see what they can do with that. We have Torb on offense, which is very interesting. You don't see that a lot. Let's see this next match and see what it brings us. Immediately can see the Torb trying to hit shots out. They're playing back a little bit. I'll push up on a little bridge since we have a Ryan and May. See if they can try to section off this Torbjorn or maybe the Sigma. Wow, they already pushed the point pretty far up. we need. Let's see, Gators here need to push back a little bit. Taking a
going
lot
at
of
his turret,
space.
trying to push back the run.
No picks yet, but the Torbjorn's flanking on the back. Let's see if he can get a pick for his teammates. No, he can't. With a far up above, see if he can do anything either. Not a lot of things have been happening the first few seconds. Usually there's a few picks already. Spoke too soon as the Mei takes out the Torbjorn.
It's a huge pick.
Oh, there's the Mercy res. She gets the res off. That's a great play by the Mercy, but she actually gets killed there too. Very risky res.
And it didn't
As we can
matter.
see-
Torb immediately goes back down.
I do love seeing the Torb die, but I hate seeing the Mei live.
Ooh,
Let's
that
see
was
here.
a nice block by Ryan.
He read that like a book, Dr. Seuss type of things. Let's see if they can hold this corner. But you see Gator here slowly just tearing out that turret. I would have thought that Torb would have been great for the Pharah. Sigma uses ult here. Let's see if Gators can answer back with their own. Getting double ulted on. Reinhardt barely staying alive as he dies through the fire.
Bar trying to answer back with their own ult, takes out 2.
Takes out support and the DPS. Sigmas and both tanks are alive on both teams. Spoke
And
too
the
soon as Zell
Torb,
falls down.
the Torb takes out his hammer. Takes
He
him
was
out.
enough. Yeah, he had enough of that. As Mace Sheriff does get that team kill.
Looks like the Mercy's a little staggered in the back. On the back lines. Trying to look for an escape.
Looks like the Torb hammer beat the Rhine hammer. See if we can get that another play here. As Gator comes back and kills 2 of their own. Gator's holding the point right here. As they pick off their entire team. What a great hold by Gator. I was actually really surprised that they got that.
The Baptiste had some good heals there. He was healing the far midair. Which isn't easy to do.
Definitely is not. The Mace Chair does have 2 ults they could push here. Actually, 2 great ults that actually won them the game won them the game last round. See if they can do it again. Oh, Soldier with his ult. See if he got 1 pick only. Gators holding their own. Right now it's pretty even. Actually, the tank is down for Mace Chair. Gator's doing a great way of holding it right now. Picking off them supports. No other switches besides the tank for Mace Chair. I think they do have to figure out another way to deal with the Pharah.
And this will be their last push.
That is true.
Huge
They only have a
Rhino
few more
comes out.
seconds. Huge shatter. Let's see if their Ramattra can build his ult. He can get this night, get the ult for the next team fight. If his supports can keep him
Reinhardt
alive,
again.
while the Reinhardt. They do
They
have
may
Mail
have
here right after
already.
the Ramattra ult. And she pops it right on the point. Reinhardt takes the Ramattra all the way to the next map. Does he get? Oh, he gets pushed off the bridge. What a great charge by Zell.
Finally a boop.
That was a great charge right there by Zell. Love to see it. Love my Reinhardt mains out there. It was an interesting first round. Gator held their ground really well there. Even with the Torb directly countering. But they did really well. I'd love to see what they do on attack.
Yep, that was a beautiful game. Seems like a pretty even matchup so far.
I wonder if Maze Chairs will be changing up their roster. I feel like I don't think the Torbjorn did much for them. That Pharah had no problems flying in the air. We see that Maze Chairs is running their own Pharah instead of a Torb. I don't think Pharah is that annoying, but I still think she's annoying.
She can be easily countered if you have enough aiming skills to get her
just call
and
me
the
out.
Mercy.
All right, I get it.
Or if you play Hanzo and just one tap her,
Oh yeah, because one shots
Snipers.
definitely belong in this game.
Yeah, I think so. I agree with
Which
you.
I don't. I'm surprised we actually have not seen a Widow at all.
Yeah, she is. She is really strong on attack on this map. I won't lie, especially on this first chokehold.
Well, let's see if Gator can push up without it. As they see that the other team also does have a Pharah.
Going to be a
Mace Chair is
pharmacy.
also
Pharmacy.
that is very true. Both annoying on each side.
Could have
Let's see
some crazy dogfights.
Let's see if Zell here can push up, make enough space. Support's right behind him. They could section off the Ramattra with the Mei. Let's see if she actually does it. A charge by Ryan gets deflected off with the boop.
Getting extremely aggressive.
Oh, as we can see here, the supports for Mace Chairs got picked off. Oh, got traded off for the Mercy on Gators. They're pushing really far. Gators are actually pushing up. They're about to get this point. Unless Mace Chair can... Oh,
Ooh.
no. That was a great play by the Baptiste. Beautiful headshot. And it looks like Gators will grab that. That was a really fast one.
Yeah.
That was a fast match.
Seems they played a little better on this part of the map.
That is very true. Both teams, I do believe that they held it very well in the beginning. And we got Zeno here getting to play the game once again. As a playing Torb. Wow, look at this gameplay. Insane gameplay.
He hit a couple shots.
Okay, never mind. I digress. Now that was, I think that is one Gator, one Maychair. The next match is a match point, decides it all. Who goes on to the next game?
Who do you have your money on? Who do you think's taking this home?
I think right now Mace Chair is in a good position to talk back because they won that very first round with great positioning and having good pushes overall. So I have my money on Mace Chair, and I just like the name. Even though I hate May, I like the creativity of the name. What about you, Scrub?
I don't know. You know, maybe the Gators can pull forward and pull through on this one.
I do hope that, yep. And we are going to take a small little break once again. Stay tuned, guys. We're not done yet. We have one last match here.
Sir.
All right. All right. See you guys soon.
Absolutely fantastic Overwatch, and this what a great games we're seeing. We're seeing all sorts of strategies coming out from both sides, both teams trying different things. We saw from Downtown, they started off with more of that Junker Queen comp on Ilios, where they're trying to rush in and get on top of the team and really utilize that Junker Queen self-healing to sustain in that fight. But Mace did a really good job of adapting and really good job of actually managing to split up that rush comp, pick off the individual players, and there's just nothing you can do if you're not playing as a team in that kind of Junker Queen rush comp. But Downtown turned it right around on Rialto. They brought out a Reinhardt brawl to hold, and they stuck together as a team. They were able to pick off the Pharah individually. They were able to take out the Torbjorn, use that Mei wall and the Blizzard to just bamboozle May's chair. But both teams absolutely coming out super strong here today. But I'll admit, This analyst is a little biased. I'm from H-Town myself, and even though it's not the same school, we're neighbors, and I'm really rooting for UH downtown here, and I think they can pull it out. But we'll see what happens. We're going to New Queen Street, and as I said last game, the push game mode really does utilize everything that Overwatch needs in this team-style comp. They need to be playing super synergized and super perfectly for the team that wants to win and take this series home. This is a map 3. We're doing best of 3, so whichever team wins this map is going to win. So let's send it back to Dylon and Scrub, who are going to cast this final game.
Hello, Revitalize community. It is us again, and we're going to be casting this last match of the day. Just keep in mind that this match will decide who goes on to the next part of the tournament. And wow, I really do hate push. Scrub, how do you feel about push?
Man, I don't know. I also dislike push maps, but you know,
that's right. All my homies hate push.
It could bring in some interesting gameplay, though. You know, a lot of flank. You know, maybe a couple snipers, you know, like, I don't know, like some Hanzos, perhaps.
Right. You really want to see a Hanzo out here. Is that right?
Yes, bro.
Well, I'm glad I've not seen a Hanzo because I do also hate Hanzos. God, I hate one-shots. But let's see what these teams can bring with us with this next match. I really do think that they should run Junker Queen again. But they're going to run Ramatra. They will be running Pharah again and Mercy, Baptiste. Not much has changed with their team comp, but we can see here in Mace Chair also hasn't really changed. Ramatra, Kiriko, Lucio. It's an interesting composition. Interesting matchup for each other too.
Lucio is an interesting pick, actually. I didn't expect that.
Really, I think Lucio is great for push because it does push the robot a lot faster on either side.
That is true. And then they can also, you know, come back pretty quickly, back to the point.
Right.
With the speed boost.
But they're fighting on high ground, and the soldier gets the pick very fast on the Cassidy. I wonder where his team was. As the two Ramatras are fighting onto the statue, we can see Gators getting a quick, easy 3 kills here on top. 4. Wow, the Pharah is going in right now.
Pharah going
and it looks
crazy.
Like the Gators will get the first few seconds of the point, pushing the little robot. Let's see if Mace Chair can come back a little bit, push team as together as they can be.
The Gators looking to get another pick here.
Gators did a really good job of capitalizing on that first pick and just pushed in together. You see that a lot here, that the Gators are working as a team. Holding together right on this Ramatra fight. Mace Chair somehow gets that pick on the soldier. Got Ramatra 1v1 here.
Oh.
The Mercy get the res off the soldier. That was a risky res. Somehow gets it off.
And survive.
As Mace Chair gets, oh, there we go, gets triple kills, or 3 kills in total from them. Gets a second, hunting down that Mercy. Man, do I feel bad. I hate getting caught in a Ramatra ult.
Yeah, it's scary. You just start losing all your health and you can't do anything.
Definitely winning that team fight with that. But Gators here do have their own Ramatra ult. See if they can win the robot back. Who, as their Pharah gets picked off super early. Forcing their team fight here.
Ignorance almost taking out the Mercy. Oh, really close.
Let's see if we can fight on point now. Soldiers Gators are actually posing an ult. He only gets 1, but he's getting res by the Mercy. A risky res, but she gets it off again. Looks like Gators can get this team fight again. It looks like Gators just grabbed it from them. Gators has a great hold. As true, like I said, that Ramatra ult is basically a win the team fight button. We can see that both Ramatra ults has won the fight for them. But Mace Chair does have 4 ults on them. And I think this could be another turnaround, just going back and forth.
See, technically it's not unfair since they both have it.
That's very true.
A lot of ults coming out right now.
A Hanzo ult, Dragon and everything. Soldier ult. just getting one pick on the Mercy, 2 picks, both supports gone for the Gators. The Gators are falling apart right now, and Mace Chair's made great usage of ults.
I didn't even notice they had a Hanzo. I'm happy now.
I'm gonna cry. I hate Hanzo. They just switched off to that.
That ult caught me off guard. I'm like, they had a Hanzo the whole
They had a
time?
dragon here? Nah, I was really surprised by that. Who unleashed it? But yet again, you can see the Ramatra for Mace Chair also has their ult just in a few seconds here. They can actually continue this team fight and maybe get the checkpoint for the future or for the forward spawn. See both Ramatras fighting onto the point, bobbing and weaving, breaking ankles, going for the backline. He uses ults. Let's even get a pick. He gets 2 picks, 1 of the support. He's going on the Ramatra, gets a triple. Wow, what a great ult by Mace Chair's Ramatra.
And
Great
Mercy
push
just
and
couldn't escape that Hanzo.
wow, yeah, at least it wasn't a one-shot on him. I do think that Ramatra did a great job with pushing on that, and his team did utilize that first pick to go onwards. I can see here Gators desperately trying to come back to hold it. Holding high ground. They should be able to get a few picks here with the Pharah ults.
Ooh,
And
but
we
the
can see that
Hanzo.
one shot. Oh my god, hate to see it. Hate to see it.
Love to see it.
As we can see, the teams are trading right now, but it looks like Gators are pushing back. The Gators are doing the best they can to get the point, which they do. This Hanzo gameplay right here, see if we can get any lucky one-shots.
Trying his best, and no dice.
Love to see it. Love to see Hanzo's die like that. Let's see if Gators can go onwards to get a few more. Actually, they do have one. Yeah, there we go. We got Payload Princess.
And another Ramatra ult.
That's insane. I swear he just had that. It's like this ult's almost broken.
And boom, down goes the other Ramatra.
Gators did a great job of pushing that. Did take them a few seconds though, but they eventually got it. Are a few meters behind here. Mace Chair hopefully can get their own footing back. Oh, their soldiers kind of staggered out in the front. And there's team comes back to help them. They do the Kiriko ult. Mace Chair trying to push in with 2 ults here. With their soldier ult, gets a 2k, 3k. 3 picks on Gators. Unfortunately, the Gators have to pull back. They did not want to be staggered here. This is an interesting close match, Scrub. What do you think is going to happen? It's anybody's game right now.
I don't know. They're pretty much neck and neck right now. They have a lot of the same characters almost, and a lot of the
Zeno.
same type of character.
Right, you can see Zeno there. Got that early pick on the Tracer. Zeno just loves picking up those stragglers. We got a double ult here on Gator's side. See if they can get any picks there. Ramatra ult once again from Mace Chair. Doesn't look like he's going to get that much usage as he's 1v1ing the other Ramatra. Looking like 2 boxers fighting each other. He's going to go back for the support. Can he get it though? That Baptiste ult, or the lamp, saves their lives. Never mind, it does not, because they both get picked off. Mace here doing a great job with pushing one more time with the ults. Wow, Bateman has just done amazing work with his ult as Ramatra. I truly do think he's the MVP of this round at the very least.
Yep, doing a lot of work.
We see we have a Genji pick from Gator, see if they can try to pull it back. Interesting deflecting almost nothing there. Also changing from a Ramatra to a Ryan. Also weird because Ramatra counters that. Let's see if the Ramatra difference can change anything at all. Fighting on points. Zeno gets a pick. Oh, Hanzo gets a pick. Mace Chair looking really good right now with 2 easy picks on their support or than TPS. Zeno going back for the back lines. Gets a
Down
double on the
goes the
support.
healers.
Well, Mace Chair is looking really good right now, but can Gator come back? They don't have any ult. Oh, they do have Ana's ult pretty close, but I don't think it's enough. See if they can hold point here. Ryan is by himself for a few seconds.
Oh, and Hanzo
tried to ult.
loses.
He loses ult. The Tracer, great pick. Gators actually got a pick on their tank and their DPS. Let's see if they can continue these picks. Yes, they can. Wow, Gators somehow got that back. I did not think they were going to do that.
Just a couple good picks, and then the rest of the team goes.
I am surprised that Genji and Tracer switch off actually helped him out here.
Like Tracer's looking for a flank.
Yes. Well, Reinhardt's in a sticky place right now, just getting demolished by Ramatra.
Yeah, he
This
pushed
is looking
really
good
close.
for the Gators. He really did. Look, it's not looking good for the Gators. Looking, they're gonna have to pull back once again, regroup. Oh, Xeno! Wow, Xeno actually might be MVP because he's just been getting a lot of kills on their supports. He has great positioning, actually.
Yeah, if you watch his gameplay, he has some really good tracking, especially on these faster characters like Genji.
Alright, he actually got that Tracer kill because of his great tracking. I wonder if he's gonna be using his ult in this fight because the Gators do have 5 here. Can he answer back with his own?
Huge
Gator
hammer
win.
comes out.
Oh wow, by the hammer, but 3 of them fall. Genji Blade with a 3-click. Wow, Gators just somehow pulled that off with an amazing play by the Genji and Reinhardt. Great synergy there.
That was a nice blade.
The hammer blade combo went crazy, and he did get nanoed there too.
It looked like he took like 3 of them out like all at the same second.
With one beautiful slash. Bro's on his Demon Slayer there. Oh, the Tracer gets a great pick on their support. Now they're Mace Chair gets the res off, but they have to pull back just a little bit. They're in danger. Xeno gets picked off by the Genji. Ramatra ult by Mace Chair once again. But Gator has Zen ult to answer back. This is a crazy team fight right now. Let's see if anybody else can get picked. It looks like Gator's beginning a double. Oh, it looks like the Ryan's trying to run away, but does not. He loses support, loses the DPS. He's by himself right now.
He's somehow surviving.
He uses a solo on the Ramatra? He's still alive.
And he's still going in. And he's down.
Oh, unfortunately, I think that'll be the reason why they fall. Ramatra ult. Wow. Mace Chair wins. Like I called it. Didn't want to brag, but Mace Chair won the game. Oh, wow. That was a crazy battle. Oh, great. Both sides did amazing for that fight. Ramatra ults back to back. That was a crazy Ryan ult. I didn't think he had that. He did get that kill on the Ramatra, but to no avail. Didn't do anything for his team.
Yep, those were some really good plays. Some really good ults came out there. But overall, I believe Xeno could be the MVP of that one.
That is very
true.
true.
Really good soldier plays there.
Yes, I think he is MVP for the match for sure. I do think Bateman was a close second, but that was a great match. And we're actually going to go on a short break, and then we're going to pass it on to our desk cast, and he's going to be talking for us. Thank you for listening to us, and we'll see you guys in a few seconds.
Yep.
Welcome back, everyone, from the stream. Amazing game of Overwatch from UH Downtown and Maze Chair. And today I'm joined by actually two players today from Maze Chair. We have both the amazing player of the match soldier player from Xeno and the absolutely pummeling Ramatra from Bateman. So how are we feeling, guys? Were there any nerves going into that game? And how do you think we performed? How do you think y'all's team performed in this game?
There were a bit of nerves. After match 2, it was kind of scary. But I think we did good. I think we could have done better with our ult usage. I think we could have maybe communicated better. But overall, I think we did good enough to win. Yeah.
Yeah, and I personally, I feel like y'all did amazing once y'all were actually able to find it, especially on News Queen Street. Y'all pulled that around. Seemed like y'all were definitely able to utilize those ult combos way more. Is there any way you can give us a little insight into maybe how y'all's comms are structured to actually get those ults planned?
It's just pretty much like we're coming up on ults. We combo ults like what we're doing rush visor. So that was like our main win condition each fight. We're just like cycling ults. Ram would use ult, make some space, get kills, and then hopefully win that fight. Next fight, carry rush or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, and y'all did an amazing job of that. And just one final question for y'all. I hope we're all enjoying this tournament very much, and hope y'all are as well. And y'all get to keep going. So what are y'all goals, or what's y'all anticipation for the rest of this Revitalize Open Cup?
I think BVD knows what I'm about to say. We're gonna get that $11, baby.
We're gonna win the prize.
$11.
We're going for it all.
Let's see it. We cannot wait to see it, and cannot wait to watch Maze Chair, as y'all are saying, go all the way. So let's see if that happens. And for all the viewers, thank y'all for joining us for day 2 of Revitalize Open Cup. The teams that are still in it, we still have Violet's Baby Girls versus Dwarf Digging up in that top bracket still. And in the bottom bracket, we still have got the KU Jacksonville Seahawks, who are going up against the winners of the ball fondlers and the creamers. And then Maze Chair, the winner of this game, are going up against Stir Fry down in that losers bracket. So we can just not wait for these games to show up, and more Overwatch coming back to you tomorrow. Can't wait to see y'all then. I've been Fuelmaker. This has been a great stream. See y'all tomorrow.